How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris. Welcome back to the F123 My Team mode, and today we're going on to the Texas Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas, or COTA, as I like to call it. We have 5 races remaining left on the season, this being the first of 5. And the last episode, I said that I would go on ahead and run 6 schemes over the next 6 races, or the last 6 races rather, that we have raced with in the past. Obviously, I said it in the Qatar one, that the one that we ran for Monaco and Spain doesn't really count because it was kind of just something I wanted to throw together. Just add some gold, and nothing really changed on the car, on the other, livery that we had. So yeah, that's why we didn't run that one. But today we are running this beautiful pink livery that was inspired by one of the Mountain Dew flavors that actually came out about 4 months ago. Actually, funny enough, around the time of my birthday is actually when this came out. And this is what we ran in Spain season 2, and this car, in all honesty, for how it came out, I was pretty proud of it, and I still am pretty proud of it. I just felt like all the other designs that I had in mind just didn't work out in the way that I wanted them to. But it was just kind of something that I was wanting to throw together, so I threw it together. I think it came out well. A lot of you guys seem to enjoy it as well. A lot of you guys liked it. And so I was like, when I bring this back for, however many races are left within the season, and this is a part of it, a lot of you guys are going to, be excited that this livery is back. But yeah, so that's why we're running the livery today. But other than that, let's go on ahead and give a quick rundown of Qatar. So we ended up taking our 7th win of the season in Qatar. We now tie Liam Lawson at 7 wins, and Liam still is in contention for the championship with his 3rd in Qatar, but he also won the sprint, which is why he was able to gain more points on us in that race, because he won the sprint. This is yet another sprint weekend in COTA, so this should be very, very interesting, to say the least, of how this is all going to go. But as of right now, it seems to be between myself and Liam, as Oscar's pretty much out of it. He's almost 4 races behind myself and Liam. And with 5 races remaining, you kind of can't have that, but Oscar really hasn't been able to do a whole lot except get a good amount of podiums here and there. But he has been on the down low after Hungary, so definitely the second half of the season hasn't been his strong suit, because myself and Liam have actually been able to, do really, really good. And actually in Qatar, we won the Constructors' Championship, and I thought we'd have to wait till after COTA to win the Constructors' Championship. But we clinched it in Qatar. So now that is our second that is our second Constructors' Championship as a team. And we won both in season 2 by winning the drivers, and then we won the constructors. Today, I have no idea how it'll go, but we're definitely gonna find out how COTA will go with the way this season has gone. But take a look at the standings before we jump into COTA today. We currently lead the way by 12 points ahead of Liam Lawson in P2. Then you got Oscar Piastri in P3, Lando Norris in P4, Russell P5, Sainz in 6, Leclerc in 7, Gasly 8th, Verstappen in 9th, and then Sergio Perez in 10th, followed by Esteban Ocon at 11th, Zhou Guanyu in 12th, Teo Purcher 13th, Drogovic 14th, Magnussen 15th, and Stroll 16th. With 5 races remaining, it is still Albon, Sonoda, Hauger, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and De Vries. No points on the board, but with 5 races remaining and 2 more sprints, this is their big opportunity to hopefully get some points, and time is running out for all of them. And then over the constructor side of things, obviously we've clinched it. We're the Constructors' Champions for the 2nd season running. Good way to, send off the constructor standings by winning that. And then you got McLaren in P2, which I think they could clinch it after COTA, but it just depends on how well Mercedes runs, because they may still have a shot with 4 races remaining to beat McLaren for P2, but it all just kind of depends on how Russell and Gasly do, so I guess we'll just have to figure out then. But yeah, Mercedes is in 3rd, only 5 points ahead of Ferrari in 4th. Then you got Red Bull in 5th, Alpine in 6th, Aston 7th, Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas in 9th, Williams 10th, and AlphaTauri in 11th. And actually, speaking of Mercedes, they got a P2 with Pierre Gasly in Qatar, and he was actually competing for the race win. So It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane to say that, but he was competing for the race win, so definitely don't want to count him out quite yet. But I think for today, just to be safe, we'll put on a new gearbox, and pretty much everything else is okay. We'll just put on a new gearbox and an new ICE. There we go. The durability improvement for the ICE is at 83%, so we should be fine for the rest of the season. The turbocharger is only at 49.5. I just now realized that. So that's a little bit interesting. But we also have regulation changes. So at the end of the last episode, we ended up getting all of Powertrain fully adapted for the following season that we're not going to end up doing. And then over on the chassis side of things, we ended up getting a lot of the parts that were very, very expensive. The one we weren't able to get was the suspension geometry, which we should be able to get after COTA today. And then maybe some more of the tire wear, because tire wear seems to be a big fucking deal. Maybe some of the brakes as well, but we'll see. We have 5 weeks remaining, so we got enough time in the bank. We got enough time to dink around with. So yeah, this one should be fun. And also, a little fun fact, out of all the 6 schemes that are going to be shown in this video, I have won a race with at least one race with all of them, except this one. This one is the only scheme that we have not won a race in. And today, so God help me, I'm going to find a way to win here in COTA, because for one, I set a goal out to myself to win all of my home races in a single season. We won Miami. That's number 1. I want to win COTA today, and then in 3 more races, it'll be Vegas, and I want to go win that. But I don't even care about the sprint. I don't care where we finish in the sprint in COTA. I just want to win my home race, the main race, and that's it. But Liam has done so amazing in the sprints. He has won every single sprint race. He's won the sprint race in Baku. He's won the sprint race in Austria. He's even won the sprint race in Belgium. And then he ended up winning the sprint race in Qatar. And now we have COTA and Brazil, the last 2. Now, I'm not too sure if he can win them. Something tells me he just might. So, got to keep that in mind. He might end up winning it, but we'll see. We got race simulations from his second drive performance review. I mean, I've helped my teammate out with these activities and everything like that, but this championship battle is either going to end whether I win every single race until Abu Dhabi and I win the championship early, or Liam's going to get all the help from me to make this championship battle mean something, and have this season go down as pretty much the PepsiCo Racing Civil War, which is what it's turning into. Even though we won the constructors, we still got the drivers to deal with. So definitely don't want to, just have it easy going for me. I want to have a bit of a challenge, and Liam's the biggest challenge that I've had all season. We'll go ahead and advance through time. We'll get the race simulations for Liam. He'll get more experience and more awareness. Secondary performance review, which will up his focus. We got a sport demonstration event with resources and running costs. And now it is time for the, I almost said the Mexican Grand Prix for a second, but now it is time for the Texas Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas, or COTA. I'll just call it COTA because that's what it is. It's fucking COTA. So, yeah, should be an interesting one today. We'll see how everything kind of goes, and we'll kind of just go with the flow and see how everything will play out for us. So I'm going to go on ahead, hop to the race weekend to practice in a qualifying. I'll meet all of you guys in the race. Excuse me, the sprint. Me, you all, in the sprint.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Liam Lawson lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Smith, Oscar Piastri, Norris, Gasly, Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Joe, Ocon, Magnussen, Albon, Drugovich, Teo Pourchaire, Sainz, Hauger, Stroll, Sonoda, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Nick de Vries. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Alright, so for once, we had a really good qualifying to the point where we're actually rolling off P3 today, while our teammate is rolling off P1. So Liam is probably going to dominate and win today, like he always has in every single sprint that we've been to this season. He's just kind of the guy that you can get near, but he's either A, going to pass you, or B, you can pass him, but he's going to get you back. Or he'll just flat out drive away from you. Who knows? It's whatever Liam decides to do, I guess. But strategy-wise, just going to be on the mediums the whole way through. It seems like the softs won't be the best case scenario for this type of race. Or sprint, I should say. So hopefully the mediums will do us justice. The hards will last a tiny bit longer, but even that is not much. So I guess we'll just go on ahead and, you know, kind of see how this strategy will play out. If everyone else is on softs, we might be a little bit fucked, but I'm not too sure. The medium should work. And then when we get to the main race, maybe the softs will come into play. I have no idea, but this is not going to last sprint of the season. Will Liam win this one, or will we pull off the upset? I'm not really too focused on the sprint. I'm mainly focused on Sunday, the main race, so that's what I'm mainly focused on. But enough talk. Let's go on ahead and jump into this race and let us see what we can do. Let's go. So a little bit, or something interesting to point out here, Russell, Piastri, and Norris are all on softs. And me and Liam are the only two up here in the top 5 that are on mediums right now. So I'm not too sure how this is all going to play out. But depending on how this race will go, or the sprint will go, me and Liam still should be okay, even on our mediums. We'll just have to defend like crazy, but these guys also aren't using their fresh softs. They're using the ones that they use for qualifying. So definitely will be interesting to find out what tire is better by the end of these 7 laps, I must say. That shouldn't have worked. Liam had a terrible start. My God. That got us to jump him even. Shit. We jumped both Russell and Liam off the start. Holy shit, dude. I think he's down in like 6th or 7th right now. He's one of those blue cars. I think he's 6th right now. That's crazy. Well, we lead in the sprint in COTA. Never thought I would say that, but here we are, boys. Here we fucking are. Just got a mega fucking launch, too, which is even more insane. Like, I didn't even bog down like Liam. I just got a much better launch off the start. Well, that's the first lap down. First lap goes to us. Now we're just going to have to see what George and all these guys behind got for us on their softs. They might die out, depending on how hard they might fight us. Which, if they fight us hard, then it's going to pose a big problem for them later on in the sprint. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is such a good run through that tight left-hander that we can just pull away on this straight. Leave Russell and Verstappen in the dust. Mainly Russell, because he's like our closest competitor. Russell's got the DRS now. But we managed to hold position and maintain P1 over George, but I'm trying to savor my ERS here.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Trying to save it for the main straight, and it looks like we did. But George has to follow on our slipstream, so that could be either good or bad for him. All right, we got 3 to go. Russell is still there, but he hasn't been able to pass me. Did kind of mess up coming out of 1 right there. Just barely able to make it through these fucking corners. Holy shit. And there we go, just pull away on the straight, or before even hitting the DRS zone. We lost about like 2/10 this time, coming to the DRS zone. We hold the lead because Russell could not pass us in time before the braking zone, or else he would have probably slammed into us and we're in mine and his race. Shockingly, we're doing good, though. As we come to 2 to go.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Thank God we're coming to 2 to go, right? 2 to go now. Just 2 more laps until the end of this sprint, and possibly for the first time this season, anybody besides Liam Lawson winning the sprint. That could happen, too. It's a possibility. Hold on, I don't want to jinx it, but Verstappen's got close to Russell. I mean, he lost some time right there, but he got very close to Russell there in the S section. I saw that when I looked back on the mini map. Like, damn, he's really close. But I just think it's because of that little, or that tight left-hander that he wasn't able to do a whole lot. Damn.
Okay.
All right, final lap in the sprint.
Let's go. Final lap.
Last lap here in the sprint at COTA. If everything goes right, we should be able to take the dub here. It'll be our first sprint win of the season. We just have to fend off Russell here on the straight. And we just pull. Look at that. 7/10 before the DRS zone right there. And then he'll gain it back. And then some. Does he go for it? No, he doesn't. I think he wanted to, but he couldn't. It is safe to say that Russell does not like us because of our defending skills. I fucked it right there. Whew. I didn't see this coming. And in all honesty, I don't think anybody did. Oh. We're going to round the final corner, and we're going to take our first sprint win of the season and break Liam's streak. Damn, all right. First sprint win, and it's on home soil.
Yes, nice work, mate.
Look at that.
You did a really good job today. Pretty sure the
Fuck
boss is
yeah.
going to be happy with that one.
So not only do we win the sprint, but we're starting on pole on the fucking sprint. Let's go. Fuck yeah. God, it doesn't get any better than that. Well, this is definitely a result I did not expect. I did not see coming whatsoever. We win the first. We win our first sprint race of season 3, breaking Liam's streak of 4 straight sprint wins in a row. I thought here today he would have done it for a 5th time in a row. And I'm going to say this right now, probably when we go into Brazil, he's probably going to win that sprint too. And he would have won 5 of the 6 sprints this season. So, yeah, I don't know. That's insane. I did not see this coming whatsoever. I thought we would have at least finished 2nd, but Liam's poor start really gave us the edge to just keep going and get the job done. So we get the dub in the sprint. Congrats to George on the P2. Congrats to Max on the P3. Gasly 4th, so good job to him. Piastri 5th, Perez in 6th. Liam fell down all the way to 7th, so that's where he ended up finishing. And then Lando got 8th, so he got the final point. And then a distant Leclerc in 9th, and then a distant Ocon in 10th. And then a tight battle between Zhou and Sainz for 11th, which saw Zhou, there we go, come out on top in 11th and Sainz in 12th. Seems like Albon was there in 13th in the fight at least. Magnus 14th, Djokovic 15th, Tsunoda 16th, Taylor 17th, Stroll 18th, Hauger 19th, De Vries 20th, Hulkenberg 21st, and Logan Sargent in his second home race as well, 22nd. So, yeesh. One American wins it and the other one falters. So now going into the main race, we are now 18 points ahead of Liam Lawson in P2, and Oscar Piastri is almost 4 races back in P3 and almost out of contention pretty much. Liam can still gain points on us in COTA. He could still win and completely upset us at trying to win all 3 of our home races, but who knows if that'll happen. But then Russell ended up climbing up to P4 again past Norris, who's now 5th. Sainz is 6th still. Gasly is 7th, but tied with Leclerc at 129 points, and 8th as well with Leclerc. Verstappen in 9th, and Perez in 10th, so good job to them. And then Ocon 11, Zhou 12, Tail 13, Djokovic 14, Madison 15, Stroll 16th, and still it's the same 6 of Albon, Tsunoda, Hauger, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and De Vries. Constructors, 270 points ahead of McLaren. I mean, we're the Constructors champions. Funny enough, I think we could have gotten to 1,000 points if me and Liam just finished 1-2 and got all the fastest laps this season. I guarantee it. I think you can get 1,000 points now, at least with the 23 race schedule, or maybe even with a 24 race schedule, and you just finish 1-2. So, I don't know. I think it might be possible, especially in the new F1 game. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to try that out. And then McLaren 2nd. Mercedes in 3rd. Ahead of Ferrari in 4th by 17 points. And then Red Bull in 5th. Alpine 6th. Aston 7th. Alpha 8th. Haas in 9th. Williams 10th. AlphaTauri in 11th. Damn. These two teams still don't have a point, and somehow these 6 don't have a point either. Oh my god, it's getting irritating. But who knows? Maybe it'll happen. I have no fucking idea. But we'll see how the main race goes. See if anything changes. And we'll see if we can get the job done in the main race. So, not much else to say except let's just jump into the main race and see what happens, I guess.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself, 14 miles southeast of the city centre, has been home to the US Grand Prix since 2012, the latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles per hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the long back straight into turn 12. What a race we have in store today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Smith lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Perez, Liam Lawson, Norris, Leclerc, Ocon, Zhou, Sainz, Albon, Magnussen, Drugovich, Tsunoda, Théo Pourchaire, Stroll, Hauger, De Vries, Hulkenberg, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Natalie Pinkham, a lot of talented drivers out on the track today, but what will stand out for you?
Formula One never sits still. That's something that is so compelling about it as a fan. I love the fact that they're always pushing boundaries, always asking questions, always challenging how we can do better and create more performance, more entertainment, more technological advances. And we take the viewers with us on that journey, and I think that's why it's so thrilling.
All right, so with the win in the sprint, we roll off P1 today. Gonna be honest with you, a little bit nervous because I don't know if we'll be able to win today. But I'm gonna keep my head held high, and I think I'm gonna be able to. We're at home, so it'll be even more special to win here. We won Miami earlier in the year, and even last season we won both Miami and COTA. So being able to win COTA again this season would be great. But this is kind of the track where it's like I can either win here or I can just not, and I want to win here. I want to be able to win here, go on to Vegas, and have that mentality of I can win all 3 of my home races in a single season. I know I can, and I can get my 8th win of the season as well, and I can really show Liam that I'm not fucking around. You know, I'm dead serious about this shit. So that's what my main mentality is going to be. But take a look at race strategy today. Looks like we're going to do a soft to medium kind of strategy. We didn't run the softs in the sprint at all, but we ran our mediums, and our mediums worked really well against the soft tire runners. So depending on if people have different strategies, or some might start on the mediums and end on the softs, we're probably going to be able to hold them off because we did so in the sprint, and we're probably going to be able to do the same thing again today by doing it that way too. So we'll just kind of roll with the punches and go with that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today. I think we can get the job done. I got friends and family here, as you all know. It's going to be interesting. This is the side of the team, pretty much. And it would mean a lot if I can get the job done today. It's our final race at COTA on F123 as well. So I definitely want to go out with a bang. And then, hey, when we go to F124, I'll try to win here as many times as I can, depending on how many seasons I do, which I hope I can do more than fucking 3. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump out of this race and let us see what we can do. Let's go. Yeah, so the theory that I had looks like it's true. Russell, Verstappen, and Gasly are starting on the mediums, and they're probably going to go onto the softs, if I had to guess, once they make their stop. So my theory is they'll go on the softs after they hit their mediums, because in all honesty, it just doesn't seem like they would go onto the hards. So them starting on mediums and then going to the softs is probably the better way of going about it, in all honesty. But I knew some of them would try a different strategy from us, so just got to keep that in mind. But also, got to also keep in mind if we can drive away from these guys on our softs, because they're not that badly worn, so we should be okay. They're kind of like a brand new set almost, but we're just going to do the best we can today and try our absolute damnedest to get the job done. So let's try to win. Let's try to get the job done here in COTA. Let's go for this fucking win. Let's go for win number 8 on the season, yeah? Win number 23, career win number 23. Fuck yeah. I love the sounds of it. Step 1 down. We got through 1. Now let's just get through the rest of the race. Let's just try to get 1 lap done before I can really say anything else. It's a nice, beautiful Sunday afternoon, I'm going to be honest with you. Nice Sunday afternoon to have some racing. Beautiful blue skies. Always make for some good-ass racing, I'll tell you what. Liam is also starting on the soft, so he's doing the same strategy as me, it looks like, along with Oscar and the McLaren and P4. Knowing those two, they might make quick work of the Mercedes and Red Bull. Knowing them, they might. And I use might very, very loosely. And that's lap 1 down. The 132.487 after lap 1. And 1.2 seconds ahead of Russell. Shows you the tire difference when you're out front versus behind the other behind the leader on the tires that he used in the sprint. Because I used those mediums in the sprint. I'm using the softs in the fucking race, man. So the main quest for Liam is he has to get around Piastri, Verstappen, and Russell if he wants a shot to run me. If he wants to have a shot at running me down for this lead. Kind of just drifted through that section right there. That was pretty badass, not gonna lie. So yeah, Liam has to make quick work of him. He made quick work of Gasly, but it's probably because of Piastri's help. He can't keep relying on Piastri or others around him to do it for him. He's got to remember that. I had to remember that. I had to do some things myself that others couldn't do for me. It ain't easy.
Okay, DRS is now available.
But now it's DRS is available, so we're gonna keep trucking along, baby. And we'll see what Liam's got for his competitors around him, which is the 3 in front of him. Oh, yellow behind. It's a Ferrari. I can't tell which one it is. It's spun, and it's a safety car.
The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options.
Is it going on to the hards? What?
Copy that.
No.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
If we go on the mediums, that's a fucking terrible idea. We have to go on the... We have to. Like, no. Oh, mediums. Fuck, dude. Son of a bitch. It's the mediums.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
I mean, the medium should last, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But we'll get out ahead of... Well, he's come out in 9th, so I guess that's good. If he actually pitted with us, he'll be on the mediums. Why? Why? Just... Who's the fucking Ferrari that decided to spin out, man? Come on. God, that's so irritating. This See, well, this could be a good thing, because the last time a Ferrari spun, that was back in Hungary, and that was Sainz who was up ahead, so something tells me that was fucking Leclerc that spun. But little fun fact, in Hungary, Sainz spun out, caused a safety car, and we were able to fight our way to the front after pitting to get the win. So we might be able to do it again. I'm not too sure, though. We were 2 laps away from making our schedule stop, too. Fuck. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just... It's fine, everybody. It's okay. Just... It's okay. It's okay. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I want to rip Leclerc's head off, but everything is fine. Everything's okay. I'm gonna fucking kill Leclerc. So, is this gonna be another Hungary case where some of us pit in the beginning and then others just start pitting right after? Is that how this is gonna be? Yeah, 3 are pitting, 4 are pitting. It's Porsche, Ocon, and Albon.
That position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions.
And someone else. Hauger's in. There's Albon. Liam came in.
Liam's coming in for his stop now.
So Russell hasn't pitted. Verstappen hasn't pitted. Sainz and Gasly haven't pitted. This is gonna fuck everything up. For them, at least. This is really turning into another Hungary situation. Now, if we go back racing, are the front 4 going to just dive into the pits or something? Or are they going to wait it out until their actual pit stop? Because they're gonna have to wait a while. They won't have to wait that long to make their next stop to get on whatever tire they were gonna be on, which was probably gonna be the hards all the way to the end. Which was what I was gonna do, and then I just went to the fucking mediums. This is gonna be interesting when we go back racing and what these front four do, if they just dive in immediately or if they wait it out and then pit. Because they have to pit. There's no way that they can make it to the end of the mediums. We found that out on the fucking race strategy thing. Mediums only last like 4 laps.
Okay, let's get ready
Here
to
we go.
racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
So let's see what these front four do. Are they going to pull a Hungary and all 4 of them pit at this lap, or what are they going to do? Now I need to remind everyone, the guy that was behind the front 4 in Hungary, which was Russell, did not go on to win the race after the front 4 pitted because we ended up passing him. Look who's behind me. It's Piastri, and I almost just ran right into the back of Sainz. If Piastri... They're pitting, except Gasly. Yeah, they're all pitting. Okay.
Okay, clear.
Alright, we're back racing. They couldn't double stack, so fuck it. Leave one of them out there. Fuck him over, right? Well, now Gasly's leading this race. He might pit after this lap, though. Which is something we gotta keep in mind. We also gotta try to see if we can at least use up a lot of our fuel, because we gained a lap back, it seems. But this is gonna shake up the entire running order now. Mercedes really just fucked themselves over with this strategy. And Ferrari dinked over Sainz with this strategy as well. But I do see an Alfa Romeo and an AlphaTauri back behind us. That's shocking, to say the least. Alright, does Gasly pit this time? Let's see if he does. He might. Does he go? He doesn't go. Wow. Alright, Gasly stays out. I thought he would have went. I thought he would have dove it into the pits, but nope, he did not. Damn, Gasly's been like our main guy this whole, like, these past like 3 races. First in Japan, then last time out in Qatar, and now at our home race here in COTA. Like, cannot get away from Gasly whatsoever. But we're running him down. We're not even gonna have DRS, but I'm gonna see if I can try to pass him going into this, going down the straight. Let's see. We're right up on him. Oh, we're drag racing now. But we get it.
Good job. Nice overtake.
And we did it the old-fashioned style. We didn't even need to use DRS. We just used ERS. As if that makes it any better. So my main question now is Gasly going to pit this time now that we passed him, or what? Because now he's holding up Oscar. He did not dive it in again. He is committed right now. We got 11 laps. He's committed to staying out. This could work out for Gasly. Better than we thought. Or more than we thought, rather. Gasly's gonna get fucking jumped here by those 3 behind him. They're on fresher tires. Actually, he fucking held on to it. I don't know how on the blue L he managed to do it, but Gasly's managing to do it. Problem is, though, Gasly's gonna have to pit. There's no way. Hold on. Driver behind.
Gasly behind. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 1.8 seconds. They're on old mediums.
Yeah, see?
Their tyres are 9 laps old.
Yeah.
I think they've got one more stop.
Yeah.
Your last lap time was a 1:33.9.
Yeah, they're pretty slow right now, Gasly. I think he went in. No, he didn't. Dude, Gasly is... Is Gasly just going to give us the win or something? Because there's 10 to go, and... Once he dives in, Piastri's going to go for the move now, it looks like. But Gasly, being Gasly, is going to fight it. Okay. Thank you for the 2.5 second lead, Gasly. Appreciate it, buddy. Very much appreciated, pal. Well, now Oscar's set off to go after me. We'll see how fast he can catch me. I'm going to try to run away in the process. He's going to have to kill his tires to get anywhere near me. Oh, Gasly finally dove it in. So Gasly's now pitting. I think he's going on the softs. But he's going to lose a lot of time due to that, though. And look at Joe. P5. Hell yeah, Joe. Look at him. We also got to pay attention to behind because Piastri's 2.3 behind now. And Piastri can't catch and pass us, so that's another thing we got to pay attention to. Oh, excuse me, sorry. But we're on pace now to have a really, really good win today. And to be able to sweep the weekend for the first time in this playthrough. Alright, 6 to go, and Piastri's gaining ever so slightly on us here. And we are able to manage the gap by a pretty good margin over him. But barely. It's now gone down to 1.6 seconds. But because of the spot like that, you kind of gain that time back. I mean, it went down to 1.5 right there, but now back to 1.6. Hasn't really gotten out of the 1.6 range yet, but definitely trying to keep my composure and do the best I can. Well, kind of a sad turn of events here. Leclerc ended up passing Joe for P5. Joe's having a good run, and well, he's not out of it, but just ended up getting flat out passed by Leclerc. But he's still doing pretty good, I must say. I must admit. And we're doing everything we can to just maintain this gap over Piastri still. Which surprisingly I'm able to do.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
You should be okay. Got like 2.5 laps remaining here. To try and hold off Oscar. And we're doing a real good job at doing that, so 2 to go now. I don't know. I think we'd have to mess up royalty in order for Piastri to even get near us. And it'd have to be a bad mistake in order for him to catch us. Because going through here is not bad of a mistake for him to try and get that little bit closer to us. But Oscar's still trying to do to me what I did to him in his home race earlier in the season. He tried it in Miami and failed, and he's trying to do it here today. He's trying to make sure I don't win today. But I'm barely able to keep it ahead of him, and my tires they've seen better days. I'm gonna say that right now. My tires have definitely seen better days. All right, final lap.
Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
Yeah, she's gotten it down to 1.4 behind, 1.3 now. Just gonna try to do the best we can here. I know the minute we make a mistake, he's gonna pounce on the opportunity. So let's just try not to make any, period. Yeah, he's gaining. Got it almost under a second. 1.2 now. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough for Oscar. Looks like he's going to have to settle for yet another P2. Well, we're going to do something for the very first time this season that we haven't done in a minute. That's win the sprint and win the race. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
That's 3 wins in a row, mate. Unbelievable work.
Fucking hell, dude. I think it means like 3 team wins in a row, but yes. Oh my god.
They take the checkered flag then here in Austin in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
I feel consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here comes your top 3 making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Well, ain't this the best way to cap off a really good weekend for us? Good old P1 of the sprint, P1 of the main race, fastest lap. Fuck yeah. And started P1 for the main race too. Fucking take it. But yeah, so we get the job done. P1 for us. Hell to the yeah. Congrats to Oscar on the P2 and Lando on the P3. So a double podium for McLaren. So good job to them. Sergio got 4th and Zhou won you with a 5th. So I don't know what happened to Leclerc, but Zhou ended up getting 5th. So good job to Zhou in the Alpine camp. Liam got P6. Dragovic 7th. Yuki Tsunoda scores his first points of the season with 4 points on the table. Hell yeah, Yuki. Let's go, buddy. And then Ocon in 9th, and then Pierre Gasly in 10th. Magnus in 11th. Hulkenberg came close again in 12th. So did Hauger in 13th, and Stroll 14th. Teo 15th. Logan 16th. Nick in 17th. Max 18th. Sainz in 19th. Russell 20th. Albon 21st, and Leclerc DNF'd. I don't recall that happening, but apparently Leclerc DNF'd. I don't fucking know. What the fuck happened to Albon? Why was he like 10 seconds off of Russell? How did we get to that point? I don't know, man. But Yuki finally got the job done. He finally got AlphaTauri some points. So now 6 become 5 when it comes to scoring points this season. And there's 4 races left, so not a lot of time. But we're going ahead and check out the standings coming out of today's race. So now as we head into Mexico, we are 36 points ahead of Liam Lawson in P2. Liam can gain those points back, by the way. Like, he can gain them back. And he could probably win the next 4 races. And I'm pretty sure as long as we finish second, especially in the sprint in Brazil, I'm pretty sure we still can have the championship locked up in Abu Dhabi if we just stay near Liam. We don't have to win. Like, we don't have to win the next 4 races, even though we might want to get 10 wins on the season. But, like, Liam needs to do something in the next 4 races if he wants his championship hopes to stay alive coming out of this one. And then Oscar Piastri in P3, he unfortunately is out of championship contention because he's at 102 points. I mean, not necessarily, because there's still that sprint race in Brazil, but on a technicality, he's pretty much out of it. There's not much he can really do from 102 points back. So now it's just between myself and Liam for the championship. We'll just kind of see how that goes. And then Lando in P4, Russell P5, Sainz in 6th, Gasly 7th, Leclerc in 8th, Perez in 9th, and Max Verstappen in 10th. And then Ocon 11th, Zhou in 12th, Drogovic 13th, Teo 14th, Magnussen 15th. Yuki jumps up to 16th with his 4 points. And then Stroll down to 17th. And now we have Albon, Hulkenberg, Hauger, Sargent, and De Vries. 6 become 5. AlphaTauri has finally scored points. Now it's just up to Williams. Now they need to score points. And yes, constructor standings. We're ahead of McLaren by 271 points in P2. Mercedes in 3rd, Ferrari in 4th. They are 18 points back from Mercedes. Yeah, they're 18 points back from Mercedes for P3. Then Red Bull in 5th. Alpine is 6th. Aston 7th. Alfa Romeo 8th. AlphaTauri is now 9th. Then Haas is now 10th. And Williams is the only team without a single point with 4 races remaining. So they need to change that. They need to change it, and they need to change it fast. Like, fast. Yeah. And here's the points coming out of the weekend. So we actually ended up gaining 24 points on Liam. So even though he got 10 points, we still gained 24 on him coming out of today. So, yeah. Don't really know what to say about that, but, yeah. Very interesting. This championship is going to be very, very interesting because we gain a lot, but Liam can gain that amount back. And I know he can. He's shown it time and time again that he can gain that amount back. It's just a matter of if we allow him to. That's the thing. Do we allow Liam to gain those points back, or do we just not? You know, that kind of deal. Like, what do we want to do? But yeah, definitely not the weekend that Liam wanted. Definitely not a Liam Lawson weekend as this entire season has gone. So yeah, I'm just as shocked as anybody else that Liam did not even attempt to dominate this season. Like, I'm shocked. I'm befuddled. But yeah. And finally, out of every single livery that we've had in this career, in this My Team mode in this game, we've won at least one race in every single livery that we have run this season, or in this game. This was the first race in the pink Mountain Dew car that we won in. Let's fucking go. Alright, so the next race in the Mexico City Grand Prix, or the Mexican Grand Prix, as I like to call it. So yeah, I mean, this track's been very good to us in the past, but just kind of comes down to how this race will be when we go there next time out. So Mexico's definitely going to be interesting, I must say. But yeah, so not really much else to really comment on about that, but we'll go ahead and lay out the activities, get simulator training for Liam again, as if he needs any more. Yeah, he's at a 97 rating, and with that extra 4 experience, it'll put him at 70 experience. He's almost maxed out on pretty much everything, and I am shocked that even when you're maxed out or close to being maxed out, you're just like, no one is like running away with the championship. Like, Max is at 98 rating and Russell's at 96 rating. Like, Liam's in between the both of them, and he is, and like Max and Russell are nowhere near Liam, and it's insane. I don't get, that's the other thing too, is like, why is it that the RB19 was so dominant in real life, and in this game they had a really good opportunity in season fucking 1, like they did. It was looking really good for them, and then they just floundered after season 1, and in season 2 nothing happened, and in season 3 nothing's happened to them either. They've got 1 podium to their name, and that was from Max and Bahrain. Like, what the fuck is their season, dude? I swear, every single time I play an F1 game, like, the most dominant team doesn't even attempt to win. The only time that ever was a possibility was F1 2021. That was it. That was the only time that the dominant car actually looked to have won the fucking championship, which was the Red Bull in Max Verstappen's hands. Every season after that, it's been Valtteri Bottas in F1 2020, fucking Leclerc in 22, and us in 23. Like, bro. How the fuck? I don't know, but that's going to do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification down below for more. Next race is the Mexico City Grand Prix, and this isn't a sprint race weekend, so we can at least have a break from that. We really don't have to worry about it, so that's pretty much all we can ask for, just not have to worry about it. But thank you guys so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace out. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care, and we'll love you guys so very much, and goodbye.